Good morning, guys. Welcome back to a new session. Today we will be discussing about news from 17th of March. First is about DPSP Article 47. DPSP Article 47 deals with the duty of the state to increase the to raise the level of nutrition, improve public health, and the standard of living. Raise the level of nutrition, standard of living. It makes the state to make the population human capital increase to increase the human capital, raise the standard of human capital. So the one way this can be done is via community medicine. So community medicine is the branch of medicine that deals with public health, and it is not like individual patient treatment. It deals with the broader public importance. So it can be done via these four ways, like vaccination, sanitation, nutrition, and health education. So these are the four pillars on which community medicine can be helpful. There is more into it, like uh, also education regarding community doctors. Like not much importance is being given to this field of community medicine, other than it also deals with more like preventive medicine is not also preferred, rather than the focus have shifted to a capitalist way of like curative treatment, not preventive treatment. Same as in the case in APJ, Ayushman Bharat insurance, where also preventive medicine or treatment at the primary level is not given importance, and second and tertiary is given importance, which increases the fiscal constraint and, and on the state as well as out of pocket expenditure for the individual. Now, total fertility rate in India mein is now at 2.0 according to National Family Health Survey 5, which was from 2019 to 2021. So TB, community medicine में भी TB आता है. TB removal screen is because TB is a very high burden. India is a very high burden country, representing 27 of the total global incidence of TB cases. In the year 2022, 10.6 million people got TB, out of which 2.8 million were from India. Infant mortality rate. So, what is infant mortality rate? Is the death of child before attaining the age of 1. It's called infant mortality rate. It is by 1,000 live births. Okay. And it has dropped significantly from 2014 to 2023, from 39 to 28, but still it is less than the WHO needed. WHO, I think it's 22 or 23. There is also neonatal maternity rate. It is similar with this live birth per thousand, but here the death timing is 28 days or 1 month. Here it is about 1 year. Maternal mortality rate is like the death of mother while having childbirth or after childbirth. Is it is calculated per lakh. It has also significantly dropped from 130 by lakh to 97 per lakh, but still it is less. 80, around 80 something is the WHO target. So global fund, we will talk about global fund. It's a type of mechanism to to get funding for the treatment of three diseases, namely HIV, TB, and malaria. So this is the majority like institution which deals with the funding for these disease worldwide. Like I think it's 40-45% of the world, whatever funding is coming is through this only. Okay, it is not a government agency, just a like government, civil society, healthcare workers, and private sectors. They all come. Anyone can contribute in this, and it is just a funding mechanism. It gives fund to the countries, and countries can make their own tailored program to defeat this HFP3 disease. Okay, and so in three cycle funding grows. I think uh, in 3 years, 3 year cycle. Once in 3 years, funding is taken from whoever wants to donate in this civil society. And out of this, 92% is from public sector, means government is giving more fund than any private sector. India is a donor in it. And programs are implemented by country, as I said, that they will give you money to treat this disease and like make your country free of it, but implementing agency will be. So Global Fund is giving money for India's scheme of like TB free and TB free. Global Fund is financing it. I say that what I said earlier, that we need robust primary health care. Like at the pyramid level, the base primary health care should be strong so that the disease can be diagnosed and stopped only at the primary health, and where the cost of treatment and even cost of treatment and should become less, but it should not be forwarded to secondary and tertiary care only at later stage when it needs the most. Only then it should be forwarded. So this was recommended by Bhore committee. It was made pre-independence. This committee was made pre-independence. It also deals with this making giving pyramid shape healthcare infrastructure where uh, primary, secondary, tertiary, primary should make be the base and it should be made more robust. Like I said, preventive rather than curative care should be given preference. OPD, sanitation, nutrition, awareness, these are all preventive uh, measures. WHO neglected tropical disease. So there's a disease which are Asian disease of poverty. These are called Asian disease of poverty. WHO targets have set target to by 2030 to eliminate this. So malaria, malaria is there, but dengue is not there, and many other disease like TB is also, I think, is a neglected tropical disease. The 25, 26 disease you can see find on the Google. Notifiable disease. So what is a notifiable disease? Notifiable disease in India is like if some disease is notifiable, then made notifiable, then the hospital or the doctor who is treating it should tell it to the public health authorities to make it aware so that the record should be set. Snake bite is a notified disease. Even though it is not communicable, but still snake bite is there. But cancer is not a notifiable disease. But they are saying to make cancer notifiable. So again, the National Family Health Survey 5, it gave 36% of children 5 are stunted, 57 women in the age group are anemic. This data is important. 36% of children, 57 women. So we have said that but non-communicable disease, this is a very good word. It's not lifestyle-induced non-communicable disease, but also diet. So lifestyle diet-induced non-communicable disease. It includes both lifestyle and diet. Hypertension, diabetes. What is subordinate legislation, delegated delegation? It is law, rules, or regulation made by an authority other than the legislature under the power given by the primary legislation. It just tells that uh, uh, rules are made by an authority which draws its power from the legislature. So it just say that like GST is passed by the legislature, but then GST is making law and rules like you can make regarding anything. UGC, these are all delegated legislation. Then UGC make rules. It doesn't have to pass through legislature. Lymphatic filariasis, or also called elephantiasis, is caused by a parasite roundworm nematode is called. So in the nematode, the parasite name is Muncheria bancrofti. Here, The vector for this is mosquito Culex. Culex, and it is a urban disease. Like it is more spread in urban areas. So and also Anopheles mosquito also spread, but it's in rural areas and Aedes in Pacific region. So these few mosquitoes are region, but where they spread. Culex also like it spreads elephantiasis, West Nile fever. Yellow fever is spread by Aedes aegypti. West Nile fever is spread by this. It is also caused by a virus and Japanese encephalitis. So this is a parasite. This is virus and Japanese encephalitis. I don't know. You can Google it. What who causes it? So what is the difference between tactic and strategy? Tactics is short-term objective and strategy is required long-term goals. So it is short-sighted. It is a forward-looking long-term. So higher tariffs lead to depreciation of currencies due to currency depreciation. If you will set higher tariffs, currency will depreciate. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, this comes from high tariffs comes from this thing is related to US only, that not others. That Trump have cited high tariffs, thinking that it will make its economy strong, remove fiscal deficit, but in reality, it will not help as at when Trump increased tariffs, the other currency value depreciates and related to dollar. So exports become expensive. And so typically if exports are getting expensive, so fiscal deficit will ultimately not able to get reduced. Okay. Or and it will also help by making like if other currency depreciates, then their import becomes more competitive. So again, higher tariffs will not help in that time. By this, only US will get loss. Okay, तो या आगे बढ़ते हैं. Pulses खरीफ होगी उड़द तूर and मूंग दाल. तूर, pigeon pea, urad and moong. These are kharif. MKUR. MKUT. You can read this like mukat. Moong, mukt or mukat. Rabi is gram. Gram is chana. Chana is also called as chickpeas. I'm right. Chana is also known as not chickpeas, yeah. Chickpeas is chana and masoor is lentil. So we can see that kharif pulses are more and rabi are less, but rabi production is double than kharif. So rabi pulses are more, 15.8 million, and this gram is more, 11.5. And we can see in the related 2 3 years, output of pulses is decreasing, not increasing. So PM Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana, this is a new scheme which is made. It is same related to aspiration district program, but it focus on only on agriculture based on 100 districts which have low average credit intake, moderate cropping intensity, and low productivity. Cropping intensity, low productivity is just how much the output is per how much the value of output per, what do you say? What is the word that per cropping cycle? How much the output is there? So it can be improved by modern equipment and high yielding seeds and advanced farming techniques. Okay, mechanization should be done with advanced farming techniques like agroforestry so that the output gets more and high yielding seeds. Modern cropping intensity means that how much cycle crop you can grow in a year. So like 2 3 times in a year you are getting crop output. It's a very good. So it can be done by sustainable agriculture, like making so that soil regenerate itself. It doesn't get like barren or something due to heavy use of pesticides. And crop diversification is also a thing. Like when the land is fallow, you can growing some cropping for crops for the animals or some short cycle so that you can get more output. And integrated farming. It is also a sustainable agriculture, integrated farming. It's inside this. And below average credit intake. And it is just about getting capital into this. So awareness awareness is needed. First of all, awareness is not there. Like Kisan credit credit card is there. They need collateral free loan. So yeah, interest subsidy and procedural bottlenecks should be removed. Okay, interest subsidy should be given and collateral free. How 3C? So in this PM Dhan Krishi Yojana is just like it's not like it is like more our conversions of existing schemes at one place. It's not about any new scheme or new finance is allotted. And convergent collaboration, we need convergence, collaboration of government and state officials with common and we need also competition among district using champions of change monitoring dashboard so that these district compete with each other, and you can use delta ranking on this just as used in a special block program and a special district program, and they can share their best practices among themselves also. So yeah, convergence, collaboration, competition. See, a special district program was first launched in 2018. I think this is launched in 2022-23. It is just a subset of this. Like before, district was a bigger, now importance will be given to block. So 112 और 113 district were there. नीति आयोग ने इसको शुरू किया. 5 indicators are there. So धन धन्य DDK is just a more sub of this. It is a derivative from this because this also have agriculture, but it's just one of the 5 indicators. Health and nutrition 30, education, agriculture and water resources is just 20. So they made a separate for this. So these are the 5 indicators: health and nutrition, education, agriculture and water resources, financial inclusion, skill development, basic infrastructure. So some good example from this book is Kapil Dhara scheme in MP. Kapil Dhara is a subset of Manrega scheme where development of irrigation infrastructure well pond was made so that and it helped with water level raising and better crop output and and better livelihoods of the people living there. Sneha initiative in Kerala was also there, which deals with the which offers affordable palliative care and affordable and accessible palliative care regarding old age people. What is own source revenue? Own source revenue is generally means here in context in economies regarding how local bodies are able to generate their own uh, on 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 revenue, making them financially independent and sovereign. Example is income tax or energy income tax, fines, some cess, or selling something like generating energy, water, or financial autonomy. So the report was there that from 59 per capita, the local bodies were able to collect between 2017 and 2022 per capita in the panchayats. Or 2.25 lakhs per panchayat over 5 years. So if you do this by per capita, they were able to raise only 59 rupees. The 15 Finance Commission hai, which is from 2021 to 2026, they gave around 2.36 lakh crore. But 60% of this was tied fund and 40% was untied. Tied is that they have to spend only on the scheme which the government have told. They don't have autonomy in using it as as important as they find useful. WHO, Women in Reproductive Age Group. I think it's not 2074, it is more than that. But this data deals with anemia. I- If it is in children, if it is less than 12 gram per deciliter or something, then they are anemic. And this for women, for children under 5, it is less than 11. Anemia, WHO, these are the data, 12 gram and 11 gram. Palm Longla Wildlife Sanctuary is in Sikkim. Palm Longla Wildlife Sanctuary is in Sikkim. This also came from a special district program, the sanctuary. So this is CVNAT nuclear amplification test. This is a very modern way of testing, uh, a very fast and very good way of detecting TB, and especially multi-drug resistant TB. In 2 hours, it will give you the result, and it is not very painful or something. High density planting technique for mango plantation. This is also from a special district program. This high density planting generally for mango it has improved the output very twice many folds. High density planting. PM Daksha. So PM Daksha is a central sector scheme. I think it's 100. It's a central sector scheme, but it's 100% funded by the government. So it is a central. Sorry, it is a central sector scheme. Yeah, for marginalized group employment for social. So yeah, it just focus on marginalized group uh, employment for social. It is mainly for marginalized group. It can be like women, old age people, SC, ST, OBC, सफाई कर्मचारी. We notified them. So it makes them financially independent by giving upskilling, skilling them, and also helping them to get some employment. Age criteria is 18 to 45. So no income limit for ST, Safai Karmchari and DNT, denotified tribe. For OBC, less than 3 lakh per annual is okay. So it is implemented by Ministry of Social Justice and Employment. I think here ST is not there. I think ST is not there. So National Social National Scheduled Caste Finance the in the ministry these three are the implementing scheme. National Safai Karamchari, Finance and Development Corporation, and Backward Caste and Scheduled Caste. So okay, Balakrishnan Committee is there to make to, to check where people converted to other religion from SC will get SC status or not. This is still in doing its research, and I think ST is not there, so it should be just check it out. But I think ST is not there. This is while this is also very bad news, that share of hydrocarbon in global energy mix has dropped very less, meager. In 1990 it was 85%, now it's 80%. Bright law. What is a bright law? Bright law is that uh, for doubling of cumulative production, the cost it just deals with economics of scale that if production if production doubles, the cost per unit decreases by a consistent percentage. Like if production double hoti hai, the cost will get decreased. Example is renewables, and this it is also called experience curve because people are able to do and make it much better after production. Just like model iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. I FPOs. Why FPOs are important? Like they leverage economics of scale in production and hence bargaining power. Economics of scale in production. They- Okay, and bargaining power will increase when they will act as one for regarding procuring input and better price recovery or to get remunerated price. Provide they also provide skilling skilling technical support, financial credit, help selling foreign backward looking areas. So when the farmers make an FPOs, then they get in touch with many government agencies and NGOs, so with whom they can get skill and technical support and financial credit, and also help in developing forward and backward linkages. Forward is, I think, regarding selling of product, and backward is regarding that procurement of inputs and like that. And overall, FPOs help with value addition, uh, promotion of products, brand building product. This will all lead to improve marketability, like to increase sale, and which via, and this will lead to increase in sales. If brand value addition is done, policy policing India. Acha, policing India. This is a report. UN recommends 222 police per 1 lakh people. India, it is only 155, literally 155. If this is good, it will help in ease of doing business because if investment don't come in and the criminal unstable economy. Small medium enterprises, not MSME only, no, provide 60% of employment, 46% exports. Who is a true revisionist? True revisionist is someone who is able to challenge existing belief narratives. If you think that it is not, if you feel that it is not like something, there is a problem, it is a true revisionist. Teleological direction is like moving in the purpose good. The problem isn't wealth, it is the poverty of ideas. Such a good line, no? World Competitive Report. This was also produced by, I think, WF, but now it has stopped this. Future of Growth Report, now WF publishes. It also have four pillars: innovation, inclusiveness, sustainability, and resilience. The growth should be inclusive and also innovative. Like an economy which is only growing, but the city population is starving or not feeling good is not a growth. So yeah, economy. Cheap transfer within okay. Here's the what is the faida of e-currency? It, cheap transfer within India, that there's the advantage. It's literally zero cost in transfer within India and outside. In banking, there is some cost is required and free of risk related to bank solvencies. Yeah, as bank gets solvent, then their money dies. Here it will not. Ministry of Carbon and Employment. As a Ministry of Labor and Employment का है e-shram portal. Dowry is legally wrong. Yeah, this is good. Dowry is legally wrong, but alimony is a legal right. Yeah. Trade deficit, fiscal deficit regarding import and exports, fiscal deficit regarding government spending and government revenue. Dystopian scenarios like not a good scenario. Ubiquitous means everywhere. comparative advantage, opportunity cost, consumer surplus. Consumer surplus is that consumer have saving so that it can do something. It can spend on itself or do some invest. So that is consumer surplus. Opportunity cost is doing this and this. How what he will lose if he did that. That is the opportunity cost. Comparative advantage is literally like I think what makes your product more advantageous in the competitive market. कूपन रेट या व्हाट इज कूपन रेट इज फेस वैल्यू के ऊपर जो तुम्हें इंटरेस्ट मिलता है वो कूपन रेट 1,000 का है तो 5% कूपन रेट is 10% coupon rate is 100 rupees, so it will always be fixed. 100 you will get, it will not change. But bond yield जो रेट होता है वो भी परसेंटेज के होता है. It changes with it. It is not fixed. It changes with interest and inflation, whatever. For example, if inflation rises, then the interest will rise in the market. Okay, to cover up that the what do you say that the money power is is beaten. So to cover that, it will increase. If that will increase, then what they will do? Then what they will do? The bond price will increase. If bond price will increase, then bond yield will decrease. Okay, bond yield will decrease. Now because now you will get mm, and if interest rate is low, then bond price will also get low and bond yield will increase. I will explain this with the example soon. So मुझे याद आ जाए but so like no, I said the opposite. If interest rate is low, if interest rate is low, then bond price will increase and bond yield will decrease. And if interest interest is high, then bond price will decrease and bond yield will increase. So yeah, here for example, before it was 10% was coupon rate. Now interest rate increase. It increased to like for example doubled. So the bond price will decrease like 700. It will bond price will become 700, and now you will still get 100 rupees. But 100 rupees is what of 700? It is, I think it's more than 13%. So bond will have increased. Yes. USA need to reduce interest rate by here against the US tariff. US want to reduce its fiscal deficit. So what's the problem is USA that it needs to reduce the fiscal deficit, but it is but it is constantly issuing bond also. So USA is and then he has to uh, pay interest also on that. So it's a vicious cycle. So the tariff thing is like something not easy. to reduce the fiscal deficit. Tariff has not only made domestic manufacturing more competitive, yeah, tariff doesn't only make this more competitive. Here, take this. Mm.